numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Coach, thanks very much. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Minnesota Vikings.
Lock in. Check.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Check the back. Hey, alert. Stay at home.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Here we go.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
You. Check.
A first down carry for Barkley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That good for 19 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike, 58, right there.
18.
I got you. Check 3.
Coaching spell.
Check.
Now Trubisky to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Mack. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Watch the twist. Back.
On on second down. Barkley. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Now Saquon Barkley. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Here we go on fourth down with Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. There he goes, left side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
This is Barkley. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
And again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
21.
Boot Hill, baby.
21. 12.
From the 25 on second down, Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on third and long?
Check 24.
13.
59 mark. Check 59.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to rifle, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Watch the curl. Switch. Check 26. Kill.
Alert.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch. Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, if he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be talked about anymore. He has to bounce back with 100-plus in this one in order to stay in that race. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame. Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result. Compounds the mistake a little bit. Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second. On play action, now Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Preston Smith in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles? The coach. The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. The coach. Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. On first down, Garoppolo. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Here we go, here we go. Like 20! I got him. Hey,
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, fellas, here we go. Switch there.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with? And the pressure gets to him again. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Saquon Barkley deep to return. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And that lead there for the Rams has extended. They just scored again. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. They'll have a first down past the 40. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now it's Barkley. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go until halftime.
56.
Hey, Alpha.
6, right there, 56. Yeah.
Bang, 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 bang. Hey, ball. Switch.
From just shy of midfield, Trubisky got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll run it again with Barkley. He's got a first down past the 30. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Barkley. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down now, Barkley. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Ito Smith, his first carry. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Vikings! Ito Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? Garoppolo now. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Preston Smith, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. First and 10. On first down, Barkley, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On the run, it's Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Alert, 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 alert.
On second down, Barkley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Play action. It's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their back.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Smith in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He finds Taylor. Complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Here we go. Hey, alert. 11.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's got a noon one. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. They'll run here with Mack. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
21.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Shift. Hey, alert.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
You better bring
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Again, it's Barkley. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and a touchdown, Vikings. Saquon Barkley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rolling to his right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Gurley again here on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's second down now. Minkah Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
Second and 7 at the Vikings' 26-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Here's Gurley. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Mike, clock. I'm coming after you. Check three.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
You're not ready. Mike, check. 59.
They run. It's Gurley. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another carry now for Gurley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Gurley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They come up in an offset eye. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
61, match box, right.
Gurley. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go, it's Gurley. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Gurley unable to punch it in on 4th and goal. And the Vikings are going to win this football game. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Lock in, lock in. No. Hey,
they'll go to Barkley again. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. And finally taken down at the 34. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Vikings, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.